Good morning. Actually, it's the afternoon. It's been a busy week here at Bolster, and this is number 20 of Bolster's 30-day morning musing series. We are 2/3 of the way there. It's part 3 of what to do if you fear that your child may be behind. Today, we're looking at what parents can actually do. What can you do? What can busy parents do when you fear that your child is a little behind, or maybe you see evidence of struggling? What can you do? Right, let's take a look at it. I've got 5 things. Numbers 1 and 2 are literacy and numeracy. Reading every day, a shared reading experience in which you share a book. Sometimes my child reads out loud in the back of the car while I'm driving. Of course, not in heavy traffic if I need to be, but sitting at the dinner table after dinner, your child is first to finish their meal, get them to get their book and read to the table while you're eating. Find your pockets of time. Bedtime is another great time to share a book. The second one is math. And as parents, what can we do? We can see math around us and point it out. It's an amazing it has amazing power when you see math in context and talk about it. It helps your child, to develop language around math and context around math to understand where it fits. But also, if we're just getting really down to brass tacks, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, your kids can't know those facts enough. So spending time on those facts, have cards in the car, again at the dinner table, when you're on a walk, looking at patterns. So math facts, reading. Those are numbers 1 and 2. The third one on my list is communication. When children are behind or when they are struggling in school, they will feel that. Even if they're not, even if they're excelling in school, they will feel that. Communication is really important. Establishing a couple of in-the-pocket ways that you as a parent can sort of get to what is going on in your child's world. In a previous video, I mentioned the idea of what's on your mind is a great question. Hey, what's on your mind? No agenda, just an open exchange of information. Actually, one way where you're a listener who's just asking questions and opening the door. So making sure that there is respectful and regular communication with your children. Number 4 is naming feelings. There are many adults I know that are not able to actually properly say, I'm having a feeling, and put a name on it. We weren't trained. This wasn't part of the way that us 70s and 80s children were raised, and 60s children. But we can do better. We have more information. So naming feelings is really important. With little kids, sometimes it's nice to begin with, are you sad or mad? Are you having a feeling? Can you tell me about that feeling? Oh, okay, you're not sure. Is it a mad feeling, a sad feeling, or a glad feeling? Okay, it's in the mad family. What kind of mad is it? So this is a nice way to help a child name what they're feeling. It's a language, it's progressive, right? So it begins with just a gentle conversation that happens on a day that you notice there's something up. And you build that. You build that throughout their entire lives. It's not a one-shot deal. So talking to children about how they feel, oh, so important. And allowing them to name their feelings. And sometimes in the naming, there is peace. Not always, but sometimes. The final thing I was going to suggest to parents is just to assess the activity schedule and just see if there's high anxiety in your home or with a certain child. You may want to consider how much activity is suitable for that child. Maybe physical activity relieves some of their anxiety, which is great. But if in doing that, the academic stress goes up, that's really something to consider. Each one of your children is different. They all have different needs. They all go about learning in a different way. They all carry their stress in a different way. So having a conversation with your children around that is pretty important, to know how busy they want to be. So that's it. So 5 things. I'm going to look down to my notes to jog my memory, but it's literacy, numeracy, communication, naming your feelings, and assessing activity level. So thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow is day 21. Not sure where we're going to go with that. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Stay bolstered.